crying here, just showing off the English build of Taiko V Version for the first time on camera. I would be sharing more screenshots, but the game blocks screenshots, and I don't know how to get around that other than using RinSheet, but RinSheet does something weird with the screenshots, so I haven't really... I mean, it's not really my favorite thing to use at the moment. But anyways, this is just, the first time showing everybody what's working, and there are some things that don't look perfect yet. And I think maybe like a day or two or three, maybe, I don't know, maybe by next weekend I'll have the patch done and released. Yeah, so let's get to it. I showed English live area icons. Those aren't in yet. I forgot to put them in the VPK when I installed this. So, for now, this is all just the Japanese stuff. But on release, hopefully this will be in English, and this little button, instead of directing to the Taiko website, will direct to the GBATemp thread. So, well, that's pretty neat. But anyway, let's get started. This is still in Japanese too, but it's like the last thing that's in Japanese there. But see, this is in English. Also English. Yeah. So the logo looks pretty cool, in my opinion. This is the first one that I made on my own. So, pretty much everything in this right now has been just me and Shiduyo, just working together. I've developed this pretty quick, pretty much in about a week. So, it's, I don't know, it might have some rough edges around it, but I have been developing it pretty fast, so that's kind of neat. But yeah, so here's the save select. This isn't translated yet. But as you can see, you can have English names in the Japanese version. I didn't know that, but I didn't know that until I edited the keyboard. Or the name input. But yeah, I'll just load up my save. And the main menu's translated. I've shown this on the GBATemp thread. Settings menu is also translated, for the most part. Got control type, save, or sound balance, button delay, tutorial, name change, and delete save. So if you go into name change, you can choose, on the keyboard layout, you can choose between hiragana, katakana, English, and then when you're done, you press done. But this is pretty neat. I didn't know that this was a thing until I was messing around with the keyboard files. So, yeah. Cancel name change. And then none of this, the rest of this stuff isn't translated yet. Tutorial is going to be kind of a mess to translate, because that's not static images last time. It's like a live tutorial, which is kind of neat. But button delay is translated on my computer, but not translated in this build. Sound balance is really easy to figure out. It's just left and right speaker. And control type is translated, but there's like a little bit of clipping that's a little messed up, so I'm going to fix that. But there are a lot of different control types in this one. I usually just do B. Back. PlayStation Store, stamp book, costumes, all this stuff is translated. Stamp book's not, costumes is. What's it called? Oh wait, oh yeah, that's right, I got a new idle master. Nice. Yeah, color, head, body, preset, same deal. You can register presets. I'll go back to my Robodon, but I also have this guy. pretty good looking guy too. Training's not, training's partially translated, but I don't know if this is going to be, it'll probably be finished for the release, just because, I mean, it's not too hard to translate, I don't think. You just select a song, and it looks like you can play it normally, right, but then you press select and you see that you can change the speed of the notes. This is to practice with combos and stuff, and you can switch, or not switch, you can skip note segments. You can also have the option to have the notes announced to you, or have them automatically played. And then pressing circle resumes the game. I don't know what triangle's pointed to. I have yet to translate this, so I don't know what triangle does, but anyway, pressing start brings you back. You can go back to the home menu. Donder Quest, I'm not touching that until we can figure out the DAT files. There's more information on the original post of the GBATemp thread, so I'm not going to go into it. But the gist is that we can't really edit them right now, so there's no point in editing the story stuff until we can edit that. And then rhythm game. I mean, this is the meat of what everyone's going to be playing, so dive into that. Everything here is translated and looks pretty good. I'll show, let's see. Yeah, and new emblems are translated, all the categories translated. The good thing about this song, or not this song, this game is that I was looking at the textures, and the song textures are a lot cleaner than the 3DS versions. So that pretty much means that if someone wants to, or maybe I might, I don't know, if someone wants to translate the song titles, they can. And you can utilize the entire space of the select, like the select area, which is really cool. In the 3DS version, since everything was so packed together, you had to like make sure that the translated text would fit inside the Japanese text's boundary, but that doesn't seem to be the case with this one, so let me have Mechadon play a song. Options are all translated, all the drums are... And I'll have Ton play a branch song. I think Idolmaster branches. There we go. And then I'll have turn on all the options, or at least flip through them real quick. Auto. Okay. And then we'll have Mechadon play the song. But as you guys can see, everything is translated here. All of the notes, all the hits, combo, it's all translated. Little genre thing up at the top. For branch songs, the different like category of branch, or the different branch that you're on, is translated, of course. If you press start, this is all translated, as you guys have seen before. And everything looks really good. It took a few tries to get everything looking good here. Like on the playing screen, but again, that's just because some of the textures are a little like funny to work with, because some of them you have to fit things within the Japanese boundaries, and some of them you don't. So I don't know, it's a little frustrating sometimes, but for the most part, everything looks good. I'll just have Don finish playing the song so you guys can see the finish animation. So that was that, and then the results screen is also translated, of course. But on the song select screen, there are some other things that you can look at. You can, of course, go into options, and you can also look at your high score. It's in true hit mode, so I'll turn that off. And go to, let's see, one that I've played a lot of. But yeah, you can see your high score, how many, your, I guess, stats for that score, and then how many times you've played the song, which is new. No other Taiko game that we've worked on has had that before, so that's pretty cool. And you can also sort the song list by difficulty, play count, clear count, and genre. So if I were to put it on play count, it'll have that right here, since that's my most played song. And then clear count, which is different. It's based on not how many times you've played the game or played the songs, but how many times you've actually cleared them. So let's see, that would be probably a few more then. So there's those. And then I usually just sort it by genre to keep things simple, but you can do it either way. Pressing square dismisses the high score box. And yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool. It's all translated here, so that's pretty much done. The help screen isn't, but this is really simple. It's just saying, like, use the touchscreen to select, and you can move around, because, like, instead of using the buttons, you can also swipe up and down and move. Although it's not the most responsive thing in the world, so I usually don't do it, but I guess you can if you want to. Oh no, I selected the song. I didn't mean to select it. I keep forgetting that circle and X are rewound. Let's go back to the main menu. So yeah, that's all that's done. There's not really much that needs to be translated before releasing. I just need to finish some small things and some clipping issues, and then it should be good to go. So that's pretty exciting. Hopefully I'll have a patch out either this week or before October. So I guess, yeah, that leaves a week. So yeah, it's really cool to be working on a Vita game for once. The textures are a lot more forgiving and a lot more high resolution than on 3DS textures, which is really nice. I don't have to go in pixel by pixel most of the time, which is really cool. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So again, this is Titus Crying. Shout out to Shiduyo and to Nagato. Thanks to Nagato, we are able to edit this. If it weren't for them, I wouldn't be able to even touch these files. So huge shout out to them. Thank you so much for helping us and everything. So yeah. So hopefully next time I post a video, it'll be of the final build. So yeah.